And look at the backlash. I mean, that just tells you what people think about Obama's green agenda. There's been huge backlash with respect to this. People don't like it. People have had enough of this. They don't like agendas pushed on them. So I think you're going to see, as he tries to push his green agenda more, people are going to be mad.
Jedediah, what about you?
Yes, I have a story about two things, smoking and Nanny State Bloomberg, as I lovingly call him. People have been speculating as to where government will outlaw smoking next in New York. And essentially the answer is found in polling that's done. What they discovered is that in 2002, when Bloomberg was first considering his crackdown on cigarettes, some polls were sent out, and he found that people supported bans on smoking in restaurants, in bars, in offices. So what did he do? He proposed legislation that went along with that. Same thing happened in 2010. Did some polling and found out that people were very comfortable in New York with banning smoking in parks, at beaches. Same thing just happened recently with respect to apartment buildings. Did some polling, and New Yorkers said, hey, we don't have a problem with it. So that's exactly what Bloomberg proposed last week. So what they're saying is that the next area that may be targeted might be sidewalks. Apparently in some recent polling, people are saying between wave 1 and 2 of the polling, respondents who favored prohibiting smoking in front of entrances to buildings is going up. Now, my point here is, as much as I love to blame Bloomberg, and I do, I think that Nanny State Bloomberg has some Nanny State New Yorkers who are helping him out here. And this is part of a mentality here. We can't just blame the guy in power. We have to blame ourselves. I don't mean, you know, us, because I obviously want people to smoke wherever they want. But New Yorkers in general obviously like what he's doing.
You want people to smoke wherever they want?
Yeah,
you know
I don't
how much
care.
that costs me in dry cleaning? When I go for a beer on the way home, if that guy next to me is smoking, I have to dry clean it.
And this is how much
heard about your personal hygiene.
Yeah, right. This is how much I love freedom, though. I'm allergic. I'm allergic to cigarette smoke, and I still don't want to step on your freedoms. That's how much I love liberty.
A columnist for AMAC, an author of Outnumbered, Jedediah Bila.
You know what I love is that that's all that he had to say. This is what it's come to. They don't know what else to pick on. They don't know how to paint Mitt Romney. Now he had to bring in the 1%, class warfare, enemy of women, enemy of students, enemy of children. Paul Ryan's throwing somebody off a cliff. They have no legitimate arguments to make. He's already doing it. He's already doing. He just gave that speech the other night after his landslide victory, Romney. He turned it from class warfare to choice and opportunity.
Yeah, it's true.
He completely
and that's
made
the very
a unifying
message. Oh, you do it.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Count on me, Sean. I can do that all night long. Yeah. Oh,
and the tragedy of
I think it was really great.
Romney needs to speak to our youth. Obama's been going out to all these college campuses. Romney needs to talk about the fact that the unemployment rate is so high among young people. And he needs to be charismatic and energetic and show some of that personality. I think he can really take it. And then what are you going to see? You're going to see people rioting. You're going to see people upset. People want something for nothing. You're going to see people saying, well, I'm entitled to this. I'm entitled to that. This is a right. I've been getting this for X amount of years.
This is a word we need to eliminate. Entitlement is a word we need to eliminate.
And right. Not everything's a right.
You see,
you're right, though. Self-sufficiency, personal responsibility. These are things that make you feel good at the end of the day. I did this. I worked hard. I achieved this. I feel like those values are being lost. And instead you have young people saying, what do you owe me?